Robot Wars, The Sixth Wars, Heat 4, License to Thrill. They call him Chromalot, Sir Chromalot.
Hi, good morning. So you had my pit jacket. Excellent choice, thank you. Thanks very much. Right, I thought I'd have the purple on for the pits. What do you think?
It's not looking too good, Steve.
How would you like to try this?
We'll go for the silver.
Yeah, that does it.
Excellent, thank you very much indeed. Looking forward to go to work. Robot Wars, Chromalot is here. The class act, as always, ready for action. We'll see you in the arena.
And there to meet and greet Steve Merrill and his class act 7 other mean machines. Can Sir Chromalot raise its previous form and set others tumbling? What will happen when the Shredder meets the S3 Hammerhead? And will the house robots have the final say? Robot Wars, when hopes can go up in a second in smoke.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Master of Mayhem, Craig Charles.
Oh, it's Heat 4, and we're still recovering from the shock of the last heat, because for those strange people who missed it, Chaos 2 are out of the competition. For the very first time, Chaos 2 hasn't made it to the semi-finals, which means the field is now more open than ever, which means the robots are going to be more determined than ever. And you lot have got some right Royal Rumbles to look forward to.
Not just fighting robots, Craig. The crowd will also have this to look forward to. The Floor Flipper and Mr. Psycho and the rest of the house robots like Shunt and Dead Metal and Sir Killalot. Phew-wee. Another totally mad crowd out here, which makes me wonder just what is protecting who from whom. Is the bulletproof glass protecting the audience from the robots, or protecting the robots from the audience? Let's see how they line up in round 1. In round 1 we have 2 4-way melees. This is the first, so Chromalot we've seen before, the GBH2 team we've seen before, so too the Alien Boys. ICU, they're newcomers.
From South Ockenden in Essex, Sir Chromalot.
Ah, Sir Chromalot, looks lovely. Shame about the drivers.
You people out there in Robot Wars, you've got no idea the stress that
Chromalot
goes on.
team. Yeah.
Unbelievable. Philippa, what jacket shall I wear? It's either going to be the silver one. I just can't make my mind up. Can you pick one?
Any interest in who you're fighting against?
What, the robot?
Yeah.
Well, the jacket's more important.
Oh,
Pick
sorry,
the lucky
it
jacket
is.
out.
It is. Right, come on. Where did you get these?
Well, my tailor, Anthony's not here today, and I just thought, well, if you pick one out for me, then maybe that could be the lucky one.
Where did you get this?
You
I
don't
think
want to
things
know.
like this are illegal. I want you to wear this one. No!
We're talking class structure here. An American truck wheel hub turned to an invincible self-righting CO2 gas-flipping machine, which they claim is razor-proof, bomb-proof and Jonathan Pierce-proof. Stephen Ray, make my day.
From Chelmsford in Essex, GBH2.
Steady, well-protected, quick too.
A robot new to Robot Wars, a team with experience though, so tell us about it.
This is our latest entry for Robot Wars. It's, as you can see, it's designed to look like an endurance racer. It is pretty fast, and it's got 2 quite powerful flippers.
How fast? How do you know?
Well, because we've tried it in the car park, but don't tell anyone.
Looks like an endurance racing car. The front flipper acts as a Shremek, the rear flipper very powerful, both concealed into the bodywork so opponents don't realise they're there. New machine, but the robot here has loads of experience.
From Hereford in Herefordshire, ICU.
Take a look at this, because they'll be looking at you.
Now, they're not called ICU because of the intensive care connection. No, they're called ICU Because there are eyes all over the robot, all-seeing eyes. Do you want to know who you're up against? Yeah, okay. I'll tell you, whether you like it or not. GBH, Alien, and Chromalot. Oh, Doddle. A Doddle. What does the team captain say?
Yeah, shouldn't be too much problem.
Four-wheel driven, powerful, quickest in the heat, the axes threatening and the all-seeing eyes will miss nothing. I wish I could say the same about the driver. Are they experienced enough?
From Heath Hayes in Staffordshire, the Alien.
Now, this could be the one for the heat. Confident, perhaps too confident.
You're going to be hitting ICU, GBH, and Chromalot.
Chromalot, yeah. I don't know about Chromalot. To be honest, I think we'll be pushing them down the pit. The other two, I think they'll be in pieces.
Fighting talk, I love it.
Powerful robot with 24-volt, 1,000-watt motors driving a 12-kilo spinning hammer at 1,000 RPM, but pneumatic tyres. Hopes could soon be punctured.
Roboteers, stand by.
In the pod, the Class Act boys, Sir Chromalot, Steve Merrill and Ray Tate, and ICU, Nick Pritchard, the captain. And they're on the left-hand side, GBH2, Mike Smith, the captain, Steve Dove with him, and little Alex, and the Alien with Carl Aspin, the captain. In the arena for the house robots, Growler, Mr. Psycho's pet, and Shunt with the bulldozer.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Whatever happens to the Sir Chromalot team, they are great value, great fun, great showmen. And Stephen Ray, it would be great to see your machine down the pit. And ICU can see no longer. Boggle-eyed, they are no more. GBH is turned over. The Alien has started well. GBH has righted in flamboyant style. This is a terrific melee so far. ICU back in the action, those sightless, but of course those eyes are only boggling for effect. The Alien right in there, and Sir Chromalot in the thick of it as well. They've never really lived up to their sheen and preen. Sir Chromalot, can they do it this time? The Alien self-right. There's a spinning hammer at the back. I couldn't pick a winner out of these four so far. Very, very close. ICU there onto the arena sidewall. Depressing the pit release button. Almost inadvertently, they were shoved onto it. ICU's axe comes out. Sir Chromalot is flipped over. Can they sell? Oh, yes, yes, yes. I love that. Looking on, Ray Tate. Looked mean and merciless, didn't he? Wouldn't like to cross him up there in that pod. Look at ICU. This is one of the closest melees we've had in Robot Wars, the 6th war so far. It is brilliant. Shunt comes out with the axe down on ICU, who also a little twitch of its own axe. There you can see the back of Steve Merrill, designer, builder, driver of Sir Chromalot. He runs a video company. ICU comes back in with its own axe going down. There's the Alien right at the heart of it as well with its own weaponry. Look at that. Shremek of GBH2. I'll be back, it says on the underside of ICU. I'm not too sure whether they'll be back from that though. Can ICU right themselves 96 kilos? Don't think you will be. Meanwhile, right at the heart of the picture, GBH2 is still trying to create more mayhem. The ref bot comes across. ICU could be the first to fall. Then who knows? It may be a judge's decision to decide who else goes through. Steve Merrill looks on. The ref bot about to count out. ICU, no more. They've gone. So, who else will fall? Sir Chromalot, GBH2 or the Alien? ICU into the CPZ for the final rights. The Alien has a grip on Sir Chromalot. GBH2 with an enormous shove came in there. ICU's hopes tattered. Sir Chromalot trying to self-right. Look there at the dent. Did you see it? In the truck wheel hub there. And I think Sir Chromalot, this has been their best Robot Wars for me. Are teetering on the brink of oblivion. No, they could have self-righted just in time. GBH comes in with another slam. Time is ticking down, of course. ICU's first appearance in Robot Wars has ended with them being counted down and out, but not with a final flourish from the floor flipper, of course. Bang and crash. With another little piece of an eye come off there. Sir Chromalot. Top left, there you've got the big GBH2. Little dome on top of the racing car effect, and it has been fast, it has been nippy. Could take on Le Mans there. You can see Growler at the bottom of your picture. The house robots coming in, I think. Sir Chromalot's overturning the CPZ. Growler's going to dump ICU in the pits. gone not in a tries but in a pool of smoke, and Shunt just came in to have a look. So Chromalot desperately trying to self-right in the CPZ. I think the clock's going to help them. I think they're going to be counted to a judge's decision. They are, with GBH2 and the Alien. The judges will have to decide. Brilliant battle. So close. They all end up together. That's fitting.
Fight. Now, ICU are definitely gone. The judges, however, have to reach a decision on the other 3 competing robots, and I wouldn't like to do it. While they're making up their minds, let's see some highlights.
Too tough for me to call. ICU. We knew where they were going to end up. GBH took punishment, but look at that for style. Look at that for control and aggression from Sir Chromalot, and again. The Alien weren't bad in there as ICU took its punishment. Sir Chromalot ended up on its side. I wonder if that will count against it. Very difficult for the judges to call.
The judges have made a decision, and controversy reigns as usual on Robot Wars. The judges have decided 2-1 that although Chromalot was caught on the arena wall, it was the end of the fight and it wasn't fully immobilised. The judges feel that Chromalot throughout the fight did enough damage to go through, and they've also decided that Alien goes through. GBH going into the competition.
Show you the damage on this robot. Wait a minute. There's some damage for you to see. There's some damage for you to see. And there's some damage for you to see. But on the whole, it was a good fight for you, wasn't it? You did really well. You kept moving. You got some attacks in there.
Yeah, but we almost went in the pit a few times.
You did? But what has gone wrong?
I don't know. I mean, they've marked us down on damage. That's what it comes down to. I mean, we were still running at the end of the bout. We got turned over a couple of times, but we self-righted, so I don't know. So I think it's just the damage that's taking us out, basically.
The people in the pits are all saying, I mean, they're all amazed.
I know, well, we were, I must admit. He drove really well. I mean,
you did, didn't you? What's it like to be in charge out there?
Well, it feels quite good, but also you feel a bit nervous when you get in.
Well, listen, we all think you did fantastically well, and we think you should have gone through.
A bit disappointing, though.
It's very disappointing. But that's what it's about. You've got to square your shoulders and start again. Okay? Well done. Now, you did really come off badly.
We did a bit, didn't we? Yeah, but never mind,
When you flew through the air in the arena,
it was good, wasn't it?
Were you losing bits? Look at the state of it.
Yeah, it's a bit sad, isn't it?
That was straight before we started.
It was straight.
Look at it. Did you enjoy that?
Yeah. We come here to enjoy ourselves, and we've enjoyed ourselves.
What was the worst bit? What was the best bit?
Oh, it was all good, really.
What would you do to improve your robot?
Probably scrap it and start again.
The Alien and Sir Chromalot through. Out go ICU and GBH2 and 9-year-old Alex Smith. We feel sorry for him.
From Felton in Middlesex, Roobarb.
Oh, way out, man. It's got holograms.
My head's so full of information about all your competitors.
Yeah.
You want to know who they are?
Yeah, go on then.
The Armadrillo,
Yeah.
Shredder,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the seeded, the lethal S3.
Not heavily worried about that. Seeded, what does that mean?
It means they did really well last time.
But they don't have laser holographic etching panels like we have.
No, they don't. Wrapping paper. It might come off,
Oh,
mightn't it?
God.
The flipper and ramming spikes give rhubarb a sharp flavour, but that wrapping paper does tear, leaving them susceptible to spinners. Mind you, I always like my rhubarb well shredded.
From New Covington in Warwickshire, Shredder.
This has beaten good robots like Mousetrap in the past.
Ooh, look! You go very well with the rhubarb robot from a colourways point of view. If we get our swatches out, you know, practically you did that. You got spinning discs.
Yes. Yep.
You're up against rhubarb.
Yes.
You're up against, you are Shredder.
S3.
You're up, how do you know you're up against
Oh,
S3?
we know.
Look, I barely, the words are out of my mouth and they know. Are you scared of S3?
No,
No, not at all.
no, not at all. No.
Why? They're seated, they're a good robot.
It's only another robot.
How much
don't matter.
power have you got spinning here?
More than them.
Go on, I want a stat.
More than them.
I want figures.
5 million RPM. No, I've got about 2,500 RPM.
That's all right, that's good, isn't it?
The counter-rotating mild steel discs give better manoeuvrability and have different cutting heights. Look at the 2 centimetre ground clearance though. This can be flipped and too easily torched for me as well.
From Sheerness in Kent, Armadrillo.
Low centre of gravity, could be one to watch.
Hello. Come to tell you who you're up against. Shredder.
Yeah.
Rhubarb.
Yeah.
And the seeded burrito. S3.
Oh, so we're cannon fodder then?
Are you?
Sounds like
Is that what that means?
basically, yeah.
Has high-velocity frontal spinning blades and rear 12-inch spike weaponry, but in the jungle that is the arena and weighing in as the lightest in the heat, this Armadrillo can be flipped too easily.
From Donisthorpe in Leicester, the number 7 seed, S3.
Good. Very, very good.
Oh, they're all quite frightened of you. Actually, not all of them are frightened of you because the Shredder team over there, look, they're not frightened at all and you're in with them. The Rhubarb team over there, they're not frightened at all, but then I think they're a bit stupid. And the Armadrillo team here are frightened.
Okay.
So that's the news.
Well, I can just say we're really frightened. We had a really good run last year, obviously, and we've got a lot to live up to, but we'll just see how it goes.
Yeah, okay. All right, well, you can't say fairer than that, can you?
Series semi-finalist last time, improved 1500 watt drive for more power and better control, heavier and stronger, has a vertical disc for more destruction and self-riding. The armour though is the Achilles heel, too weak.
Roboteers, stand by.
Let's have a look at the team. Shredder there on the left with Paul Hunt, the captain, and Rhubarb on the right, captained by Joshua Pinto. Armadrillo here on the left in the grey. The captain is Mick Stock, and S3 captained by Dave Barker. In the arena for the house robots, Chromalot, and a new addition for Robot Wars, the 6th Wars, Mr. Psycho, weighing in at over 600 kilos.
2, 1, activate.
Just watch for S3 here. It's the bottom of your picture, left-hand side. Oh, it comes together with Shredder, and one of the weapons of Shredder has shredded itself. They said to me beforehand, it's not a reel-to-reel tape machine. If you think it is, just try and record something. I have recorded something in my notes. Shredder weaponry, USELESS, useless. S3 onto the arena sidewall. Comes back into play there with Armadrillo. Down goes the pit. Someone has released it in there. S3 looks like a hammerhead shark out there. We're seeing Rhubarb pressurised. They're still running. Is Shredder. What can it do though? It's sort of toothless. It depended on the 2 wheels coming together. S3's new weaponry is destroying our arena. It is so powerful. It is destroying our arena. We will remember. S3. Chromalot can't quite believe it. Mr. Psycho's come in to have a look. That there waiting gloomily is Rhubarb for destruction from the hammer. And there she blows, quite literally. That hammer comes down at 60 miles an hour. It weighs 30 kilos. You're in trouble when Mr. Psycho's after you. S3 bashes onto the Shredder once again. All credit to Paul Hunt and his team, Chris Organ and Sam Jones. They're still running Shredder, and S3 is after them. Meanwhile, Rhubarb's about to be counted out. In the middle of your picture, Armadrillo still going, but that's the end of Rhubarb. I think the newcomers, Joshua Pinto, Lee Simpson and Mark McIntyre, who operates the weapons, couldn't really ever get into play there. So Rhubarb counted out. Mr. Psycho's hammer. Now, did that cause any damage at all to S3? I wonder. The electronics are well protected there. This is a good machine. Only Razor beat them last time. But Mr. Psycho has a mission here, and that's to get S3. Rhubarb's being clawed away to end up in a pit or somewhere. Shredder is still in there. There's Rhubarb being twirled around by Chromalot. We know, of course, they're out of it. Armadrillo, let's see if that's still mobile in the middle of the arena. I'm not too sure. The judges will have a better look than I and the ref bot, of course. Oh, but S3 to me is withstanding all this punishment, you know, from no less than the mighty Mr. Psycho. One of the two new house robots this series, along with Growler. That's the end of poor old Roobarb. Ended up not in a bowl for tea, but in the pit. And Armadrillo, there goes the ref for a cursory glance. S3 now! In comes the claw of Mr. Psycho. He's tried his hammer. He's trying to pierce the armament of S3. I thought that aluminium armour would be a weak link for S3. I was wrong. And so was the ref bot there. Look, it started to count out Armadrillo. But there is still life in that machine. They are still mobile. Just about there, we can see one of the team members of S3, Pete Alsop, driving. Shredder is still mobile. Armadrillo just being slammed by Shredder. If Shredder survives this, so how far can they go in the competition with the weaponry literally bashed, smashed and useless? It goes to a judge's decision, and they've done brilliantly to hang on in there, Shredder. Rhubarb there out. S3 will go to the judges, and Armadrillo as well. But for me, well, they were bashed. Surely they'll go out, won't they? And I've heard the judges don't even need to deliberate very long on this. They've made their mind up, I think, very, very quickly.
And the judges have made their decision. And Armadrillo prove that you can't get any points for playing dead in Robot Wars. Shredder and S3, they go through! Come on!
How long were you immobilised for?
We wasn't, we were stuck.
You were stuck, you weren't immobilised.
Yeah, because we started.
No.
As soon as we got a nudge from the ref bot, we was away again.
Right, okay. So why were you stuck? What were you stuck on?
No idea.
Something on the floor?
Yeah, must have been.
Or something in here not quite working?
Got very low ground clearance. We tend to ground out very easily.
So when you redesign your robot, what's going to happen?
Bigger wheels, a little bit more ground clearance.
Good luck with the redesign.
Thank you very much.
What happened? Why did you go straight in the pit?
Well, we were actually put in the pit, but the it looks like the link fell out.
I was going to say there wasn't much fight in you.
But the wallpaper held out.
Oh yes, well that's
And having
the main
having
thing.
seen the state of some of the other ones in there, I think we got off quite lightly.
You did. You're still going home. Bye.
Yeah, bye.
Controversy reigns. Armadrillo and Rhubarb have bitten the dust. Shredder and S3 fight on. Let's see how they line up in round 2 of this heat. In a moment, the Alien against Shredder. But first up, S3 and Sir Chromalot.
Stand by, you robots. Battle's about to commence. Quick, faster, faster. Can you go any faster? No. They're really rushing. They're really panicking. What's wrong with it?
We've had to
Nothing
replace, not as much as it was. We've had to replace a gearbox shaft. The batteries were all been knocked out. The wheels were oval. But apart from that, it was all right.
Have you even looked at your robot lately? Look,
Have you seen this jacket though? We've got the gold one on now. Do you like the gold jacket?
Are you worried about S3?
No, who are S3?
They're the team you're going to be fighting next.
Fine, not a
Look,
problem.
just come down here. Look at the robot. It's still in bits, and they don't even care.
Total mash-up in the melees, but it's just the calm before the storm of round 2.
Roboteers, stand by.
So it didn't look as if the house robots had done much damage to S3. They had, so Chromalot will be aware of that, and to dead metal.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
And Sir Chromalot, well, they patch it up. And once again, it's shiny and nice looking and neat and trim, and it's pressed the pit release button and perhaps will drive itself in there. One never knows with Stephen Ray. Certainly sort of having a think about it. Top of your picture, S3. How much damage was done by that huge hammer of Mr. Psycho? Not a lot happening here, boys, for a place in the heat final. Sir Chromalot, that's another thing. I think this is cat and mouse. Come on, have a go at me, S3, if you think you're hard enough and daft enough, and I'll just lead you on to that pit. That was canny by Steve Merrill. Steve, it's not often that I praise you, is it? S3 dumps Sir Chromalot and has a nudge and perhaps a little slash. Go on, Sir Chromalot, get up from that. Can they? Will they be retired from competition? Well, no. Again, that is a nice little flip. Flamboyance from the class act boys of Sir Chromalot. And S3 looks perplexed. They're just, look, constantly standing the other side of the pit. You want to come after us, you've got to negotiate the pit. They don't think that S3's driving skills are good here, obviously. S3 takes a nudge. Sir Chromalot has to stay out of trouble. They nearly drew S3 into the pit. That is the game plan, obviously, here. Pete Alsop, though, the S3 driver, Dave Barker and Ian Pritchard, the team members. Too canny so far. Now they'll have a slam here at Sir Chromalot, and Sir Chromalot trying to hold on. Oh, brilliant! Brilliant, this is such a tactical battle. Not a lot happened early on, but since then, it has developed into a battle of minds. Can they self-run again? How much of the old soup is in their kitchen still? Yeah, oh, no, oh, yeah, they're okay. Just about. S3 doing all the aggressive work. But Sir Chromalot realising its limitations, I think, have fought a canny battle here. If it goes to a judges, it's not going to go to a judges. I was going to say S3 would have been the stronger. And the class act boys of Sir Chromalot have been counted out after, I think, their best Robot Wars ever. As I said early on, well done, boys, great fun. Great to have you here again. But it's S3 victorious and through to the heat final. Now we have our fun. Steve and Ray and Sir Chromalot, you've had yours with your little suits and everything from the market stall. Great, I mean, good. I'm glad you wore them and everything, it was fun. And so was that. Now, can we get them on the flame pit, maybe the drop zone pit? Okay, dead metal, slice and dice. Please come back, Sir Chromalot boys, we love to laugh with you. Never at you, of course, on Robot Wars. Would we be that cruel? Steve Merrill, Ray Tate, Sir Chromalot, Dead Metal, and Uncle Tom Copley and all down the pit. They went, and they went with a flourish. Typical.
Well, Sir Chromalot proved that you can run, but you can't hide. S3, they go marching on! Well, your tactic was like, just be a scaredy cat and run away, trying to entice them close to the pit, hoping to make a mistake and fall in, wasn't it?
If you're trying to make us feel bad, that bit's not going to work. Now, we was trying to go around because we knew they had a few problems with their driving, and we thought if they couldn't line up and made a charge at us, then they may go down the pit. It was wrong, but that's what we tried.
I'm trying to put this nicely. When are you going to build a better robot?
When you get a better jacket, actually. Have you sold the car and bought a motorbike?
What are you on about? Look at this. This is wicked. It's just like, it never really seems to do
I think
anything.
we've got to say that this year we're seeing a great deal of spinners coming in, and I think really that's got to be the way forward.
So you're going to build a spinner now?
Well, we may have a go. Yeah, we're going to try.
You enjoy Robot Wars, don't you?
Yeah, it's good fun. Really good fun.
We enjoy having you. Ladies and gentlemen, Sir Chromalot! I bet you thought they'd never stay still long enough for you to give them a good kicking, didn't you?
Technical battle. We knew what they were trying to do, and we knew they knew that we had a problem with the drive. So, yeah. We didn't go for it, though. Sorry, lads.
Yeah, you never fell into that trap.
No, that one.
Well, you're through to the heat finals. Good luck. Go ballistic! S3!
The spinning blade of S3 victorious. Bye-bye, Sir Chromalot. Next up, the Alien and Shredder for a place in the heat final.
I think Shredder's a better draw than S3. I think, I mean, S3's awesome. I just really took Shredder apart.
You're working away here. Are you having just a quick service?
Yeah, we lost a chain on the weapon, which we replaced that, and right at the very last minute of the fight, we lost a chain on the one drive. We replaced that. We're 100% functional again, ready to do some more damage.
Good. Well, let's see if they think that you can damage them at all. Hi, Shredder team.
Hello.
Alien is your next opponent.
Oh, not a problem.
Oh, get them. Not a problem at all, no?
Bit of band-aid on the front, it's all sorted.
Yeah, we just had superficial damage, as we said, so bandage, as Sam says, and we're away to go.
Okay, well, not a problem for these guys. So they say now.
Yeah, well, you know.
volunteers, stand by.
Shunt in the arena for the house robots with the bulldozer blades and the axe. And Matilda, the matriarch of mayhem, with the tusks and the spinning flywheel.
2, 1, activate.
There goes the alien, away from the arena spinning disc itself. There with the great rotating hammer weapon crashing down on Shredder, patched up, bandaged up, bruised, battered, but not yet beaten. Perhaps on fire. No, they're away. Little weaponry power, I think, for Shredder now. Can run both ways up. It's invertible. The way it's running up now seems to be protecting those blades. It's on fire, is it? No. Sparks, yes. Flames from the pit. Shredder turns away with Ball Hunter, Chris Organ and Sam Jones. Just getting away there. Neat burst of speed. Can get up to 12 miles an hour. Shredder against the alien. There at the controls, Carl Asplin. A telecommunications engineer by trade. Shredder is spinning madly over the steam vent into the CPZ. Don't get yourself in there, robot, here, because that's where the house robots can come and play. Now a tug of war. Shredder being pushed there by the alien. Both of them 100 kilos in weight. The Shredder turning away from the alien. Again, this is a great tactical battle here. For me, the more destructive power lies with the alien. Very destructive spinning hammer weapon. Shredder doesn't seem to have too much destructibility. They're locked together. This for a place in the heat final against S3. The pit release button depressed. Shredder comes in for a nudge on the alien. Pushes back though. Into the CPZ. There in comes Shunt with the diamond edge blade coming down. The axe blade. Ferocious Shunt. All the house robots. Oh, look at that! Cleaves straight into the innards of Shredder. Now, what damage will that cause to the 750-watt drive of Shredder? Still just about running. Knocked out by Mousetrap in the heats in Series 5. The team were represented by Manic Mutant in an earlier series of Robot Wars. This is the 6th Robot Wars. The Shredder boys tightly controlling their machine. Power meets power. Push and shove. No quarter arse nor given. Terrific tussle between these two. No, it's not the most destructive, but this is a different side to Robot Wars. The tenacity, the competitiveness, the durability of well-manufactured machines. Well-constructed, lovingly so. So lovingly so, we love to destroy them. In comes Shunt, the alien now in a bit of a pickle. Down comes the weapon. I don't think it even scratched Shredder. Blasting down on the alien, and don't forget the alien in the Robot Wars arena. No one can hear you scream. Shredder takes on Shunt in that corner. Bashes back. Cease is called. It goes to a judge's decision. And well done to both teams. They'll find it hard deciding, I think.
Well, that one was really, really close. I wouldn't want to be a judge. Actually, I'm going to ask the audience. Who do you think won, Alien or Shredder? Here's the highlight. See if you can work it out.
Ooh, well, the alien was on top early on. Over the flame pit they drove. Was that good style and control? Certainly the more aggressive, but then back came the Shredder. The alien took damage. How bad was that damage? It's going to be so close. So very, very close.
The judges have made their decision. You know the criteria: style, control, damage, and aggression. I think it's all going to end in tears because they've gone for Shredder! What do you think the judges based that decision on?
I haven't got a clue. There's a robot off down there. There's none of our robot down there.
Yeah, I know. You did some damage.
We had them in the corner a few times as well. We pushed them in there. Mind you, they got us as well, but...
I think your weapon didn't work very long, though, did it?
Theirs didn't work that long either. I think we broke theirs, and they broke ours pretty much the same time.
You don't agree with the decision, then?
I don't. I think it was us.
You think it was?
Yeah.
What can I say? I'm not a judge. I wouldn't want to be a judge as well when you get decisions like that.
No, I bet it was close on the points.
Yeah, it was really close. It was really close. You're going to come back anyway, aren't you?
Yeah, but we're going to be back probably with a teammate next year. We're going to build a spinner flipper.
A spinner flipper?
A spinner flipper, yeah.
We can't wait to see it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it. Alien!
Well,
your driving's improved.
Yes, well, Chris has been practising a lot, though, what can we say? And I think it's been brilliant this time.
Because last time you just drove straight down the pit, didn't you? Eh?
We were practising.
Practising. I think it was a fair decision because we had heard some dissenting voices there from the Alien team.
It was close. I think it was down to my superb driving ability, actually.
Yeah, I think so.
And my control. I think that's what it was. I think that might have swayed the judges' vote, but I'm not sure.
Did you enjoy writing your own reviews?
I do. It is very unlucky. It must have been very close.
Ladies and gentlemen, Shredder!
So the judges have decided Shredder their pick. Not the most popular of decisions, the Alien out. And what a heat final this will be. S3 against Shredder. Up here in the Crow's Nest, I'm in a bit of a quandary. I've asked Professor Noel Sharkey from our judges team to come up with me.
Hi.
Welcome up to the Crow's Nest.
Thank you.
What do you think about this one? Neither has looked that impressive so far, and the judges gave a decision in Shredder's way earlier on.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a very, very interesting match because what we've got here is two horizontal discs countering into each other, so sucking everything in, and one great big vertical one going around this way. Shredder's a bit more manoeuvrable, but I don't think it has the power of S3, so it's a really interesting match for us. It's a good test case of the different types of disc.
S3 very impressive in Series 5 as well, and the disc is very heavy, very powerful as you say.
It is, yes. But it's just the manoeuvrability is a little bit low.
Okay, which way do I go on this one? S3.
So, two robots have come a long, long way. But for one, it's the end of the line. Prepare for the heat final!
Shredder.
They've done a brilliant job patching up Shredder, I think, the team, Paul Hunt, Chris Organ and Sam Jones.
S3.
S3 must be fancy with Dave Barker, Pete Alsop and Ian Pritchard in the control booth.
Roboteers, stand by.
The heat final also has in the arena Sir Chromalot with his mighty machinery and weaponry in there, Shunt in the background too. Home is a CPZ.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Question, I think, for this heat final, which robot has sustained the most damage so far? Which robot is really competing at the most capability? Well, Shredder is nudged by S3. Don't forget, the winners of this go through to the series semi-finals. The lineup for that already having a delicious and interesting look. Now, Shredder, tentatively against S3. S3 spinning away to draw Shredder onto that arena side wall. There you see the arena central spinner. Get pushed on that, the centrifugal force will thrust you away across the arena. But Shredder seems to be holding its own, and in comes S3's blade. What damage did it carve there out of the side of Shredder? S3 with the 750 watt driven blade. Shredder seems to have been dented and sliced on one side, I think, and certainly the weaponry has been buckled again. It has never been effective, has it? Not really. They needed both discs to spin in counteracting style with the cutting teeth. It has never worked. S3 with a slam. They're on top here. How long can Shredder hold on? Look at the damage caused. S3 burst into Robot Wars history in Series 5 and reached the semi-finals. They defeated Stinger in their heat. They lost to Razor in the semis. This is a good machine, S3. And boy, Shredder knows that right now. Buckled and dented, smashed. Oh, again flicked up. It just looks like such a delicate flick, doesn't it? But that weapon is incredibly destructive. It also acts as a stream-mech, by the way. Over goes Shredder. Look at this for an attack. They're caught. The Shredder tape reel, if you like to call the weapon that, perfectly. And I think that is just about that. We haven't used this phrase before in this series of Robot Wars. Shredder R.I.P. Shredder rust in pieces. And the ref bot comes in for the final count. A count of deliverance, a count of mercy, a count of doom for the Shredder team. S3 worthy winners. They'll go through to the series semi-finals. And now we wait to see what happens to what is left of Shredder, because Sir Chromalot is there, Shunt is there, they're on the flame pit. But before they can burn themselves into cinders, Sir Chromalot once more with his little plaything, and Sir Chromalot does his favourite dance. He's trying to learn how to break dance. Matilda's teaching him in the pits. It's interesting to watch, especially when Craig takes part, and Sir Chromalot is also doing its own dance of very near total humiliation. They very nearly went down the pit. I don't think Sir Chromalot would have fitted into that pit. Shredder long gone and coming back for more. S3 have done the damage in systematic, controlled, very positive, very professional ways, and Shredder finally pitted, and that's the end of them.
Cease.
Shredder is absolutely shredded. S3 are through to the series semi-finals.
Shredder. Hello there. Shredded, yes. And it says so on the top when we saw it.
There's a bit of your robot in the ceiling.
Yeah, I know, it's cool, isn't it, that?
That must be about 6 metres.
Easily. It's a good robot, theirs, isn't it?
I know. Yeah. We thought yours was as well. But...
Yeah, we thought so as well, and we've done some cracking driving. It's been brilliant.
Well, seeded robot, so I thought it's best to give them a chance to go through to the semi-finals. I mean, I even drove myself down a pit in the end just to make sure they went through properly.
We thought you were just running away. We thought, I've had enough, get down the pit.
Well, Chromalot couldn't get me down there, nor Shunt, so I thought, well, I might as well do it myself, because they're obviously struggling, bless them.
Hey, go ballistic for Shredder! Whoa! Do you see the bits of robot in the ceiling?
Oh, it's our ambition in life to have a robot in the ceiling. Yeah.
Seventh seed, does that put any pressure on you? Does that mean you're kind of marked?
Yes.
Definitely marked.
A lot of pressure this time.
People are out to get you. Yeah. But I mean, most people just want to stay away from you. I mean, it's a fairly destructive robot, isn't it?
New disc's working well. It's about another 8 k's heavier than last year, so it's doing its job.
It certainly is. Hey, let's hope you go all the way. Raise the roof for S3! When S3 fights, it always ensures there's a right old mess on Robot Wars. Bye-bye.
If you just tuned into Pointless for the first time, you could be forgiven for thinking the questions are quite easy, till you realise saying the most obvious thing ain't gonna get you very far. It's next tonight here on Challenge. On Pick Next, tuning into monkey business for the first time, you'll quickly realise it's a smashing show about monkeys.
It's just so exciting!
Next time on Robot Wars, the 6th Wars, the number 9 seed Wild Thing, 3-time semi-finalists, and now with a new DDD factor: design, durability, destructibility.